Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Fredrick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. Today, we're going to take a look at one of the new trucks that we have on the lot. This is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106. The conversion is Summit Hauler. Now, as we back off of it, you'll notice that we have it hooked up to a horse trailer today. It's hooked up to a 4-horse Cimarron North Star. And the reason we did this is to give you a visual representation of what this truck is designed to do. So we've been comparing Freightliner to pickup trucks a lot lately. And as we come around and look at it directly from the side, you can really see what this truck is made and designed to tow. So if you could imagine a 1-ton pickup hooked up to it instead of the Freightliner. So if you compare the 1-ton to the Freightliner, okay, obviously the size mass advantage falls to Freightliner. In addition to that, which one is going to be a more stable ride for you, which has more security? The advantage goes to Freightliner. When we're comparing a 1-ton pickup hooked up to this trailer, which one is going to stop better? Because obviously that trailer is going to push you, especially going downhill. Advantage falls to Freightliner again. So those are some huge safety advantages that fall to Freightliner. In addition to that, let's talk about economics. All right, so you have the 1-ton hooked up to this trailer. How long is that going to last? Well, the national average is 250,000 to 300,000 miles is what they're getting for 1-tons. This truck, if cared for properly, should easily get 750,000 miles. So even though the cost is a little bit more upfront, if you project the lifetime of the two trucks, you're going to go through 3 1-tons by the time you will this. And finally, comfortability. We all know the size of a 1-ton pickup and how much room or lack thereof space is available in that. You're going to see as we walk through today just how much of an advantage that this truck has over that in terms of the amount of room to make life a little bit more comfortable for you while you're in it on those long journeys. This truck weighs just under 14,000 pounds. The 1-ton dualies weigh approximately 7,500 to 8,000. So as we look at it from the side, we notice it comes with 2 storage compartments on each side. There's a smaller one in back and a larger one up front. It's really amazing in terms of how much storage room is available. As we take a look at the back seat, this view really demonstrates that room that is in this truck. That, coupled with the fact that the Summit Hauler has the softest, most comfortable seats on the market today, really makes those long 12, 13, 14-hour trips feel like nothing. As we continue forward, both the driver and passenger seats are air ride. Those adjustments can be made right here. This is for the lumbar system, so that lets air in and out of the back of the seat. In addition to that, they can be heated as well. Under here gives us access to the cab air filters. As we come forward, we'll take a look under the hood. That is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. Some things we notice on this side, coolant here, air filter here, windshield washer fluid here. This is an air dryer. Now that's more for people that live in more humid climates. You guys in the southeast will particularly like this. That simply dries the air as it's going through the truck. As we come on around, we'll take a look under the hood on this side. We notice that things are kind of color coordinated under there. So where we see the red, we're gonna leave that for the Freightliner mechanics. But where we see yellow, such as here, we can check that in our pre-trip inspections. In addition to that, this is a fuel water separator, power steering fluid here. Now, if we do leave the lights on or something happens and we come out and the battery is dead, we can actually jump start it under the hood right there. The batteries are located underneath the back seat. Now we'll come forward and take a look directly in front. And we'll start at the ground and work our way up. We see tow hooks located directly in the center. The bumper is actually broken into 3 sections. The logic behind that, if we are in an accident and ding one part of it up, we can simply replace that section without having to do the entire bumper. We come on up and find an aftermarket grill, simply to assist dressing the truck up a little bit. Above that, the hood made of compressed fiberglass. Consequently, it is extremely tough and durable. We had a hailstorm come through about a year ago that demolished the pickups. But when you took a look at the hood of the Freightliners, you really couldn't tell anything had happened. We go on up to the windshield. 2,500 square inches of glass. That, coupled with the fact that we are already above traffic, makes visibility simply outstanding. And finally, on the top, a row of orange lights to assist the truck in lighting itself up. As we come on around, we'll take a look at the tires. It comes with Michelin 255 80 R22.5. One unique thing about the Summit Hauler conversion are these drums. So those have BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil. They're also known as tire balancers. So as you pick up speed and as you gain momentum, it balances the entire rotating mass. Consequently, things are safer if everything is balanced. It makes for a more comfortable ride. In addition to that, that will extend tire life up to 40%. This truck is stock number 5N230036. As we come around, the block heater is located here. For people that live in cold climates, can simply plug the truck in right there. As we take a look inside the driver's seat, one big thing that we notice that is definitely an advantage to this specific truck is the color of the interior. Notice how that's light brown. And I don't care what vehicle you're looking at anymore, it's hard to find an interior that isn't black. Well, the color of that interior alone brings a lot to the table. Right below the steering wheel is a small pedal. That is to adjust the steering wheel while sitting in the driver's seat. We find the same adjustments as we did on the passenger side, where we can adjust the air right here. This is for the back of the seat. It comes with a kill switch located right there. It'll surprise you how often that you use that kill switch, because whoever buys this truck, chances are they're not going to use it for their daily driver. you know, it could sit a month, maybe two, without having to be driven. Well, by utilizing that kill switch, that will prolong the life of the batteries. Under here is one of two 50-gallon fuel tanks. The other one is on the opposite side. As the truck is sitting in rest, as it is now, that fuel is going to balance itself out. But when you go to fuel your truck, you're going to want to do that independently. And beside the fuel tank is the def tank, which holds up to 6 gallons. Under here is the trickle charger. That is to assist the batteries in maintaining power. An example, if you want to leave the lights on, you can get close to a 110 outlet, and that will be able to hook into and assist the batteries in maintaining power. As we look at the back seat, it makes down into a bed simply by pushing a button. Conversely, it can be taken up into the normal sitting position. Now, as we focus on the bed of the truck, again, storage compartment here. There's 4-inch rails running along each side. From here, we'll take a look up to see where the backup camera is located. Directly in the center. As we come down, we see 2 holes already pre-drilled. Now, we can get an additional storage box and have it shipped directly to your location. And by having those holes pre-drilled, makes installation very simple. We see the bed is Dimond Plated. And we see how the gooseneck ball is hooked up. You plug in the lights right here, and as we walk through, we can take a closer look. And as we come on through and take a look from this side, let's talk about warranties for a little bit. The Freightliner warranty is 2 years, unlimited miles. 5-year unlimited miles on the transmission. The conversion itself is 3 years, 36,000 miles. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look at the interior. And as we look directly ahead, that simply confirms what we were talking about on the outside. See how we're taller than the traffic? So we can see what's going on directly in front of us. That, coupled with the fact of the large windshield, we can see what's coming on the sides as well. Backup camera located right above me. As we take a look at the dash, one thing to note is see how it wraps around. It's not flat. That is to make adjustments easier. So when you're traveling, if you need to do something, it's right here instead of trying to reach and stretch and make any kind of adjustment. This is the engine brake. That is an important one. So if you're coming down a sharp decline, towing especially this trailer, you're going to want to turn that to high. Compare that to an exhaust brake from a pickup that simply restricts exhaust. This is an engine brake, so that slows everything down. In this particular case, you have about 360 horses coming back at you. Therefore, it'll make everything safer for you and your family and the other drivers on the road as well. Cruise control located here. Intermittent marker lights. Traction control. That locks the differential. It's an automatic transmission. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on. When we're ready to start, simply release the brake, R for reverse, D for drive, and we're on our way. Red arc trailer brake right here. As we come across, these are for the windows. This is the mirror heater. This is the dump valve. So that lets all the air out of the bed of the truck. An example of when you would use that is when you go to hook up your trailer. Simply let the air out, utilize the backup camera, drive underneath, put the air back in. Basically, it's hooked up. All you need to do is jump out and secure everything. Light test button here. Press that. All the lights on the outside light up, and therefore you can jump out. One person can check everything before you start your travels. Rear air conditioning here. Conversely, if you press it to red, that is heat. Parking brake here. If your trailer comes with air, this is already equipped. So all we need to do is hook up your glad hands and you're ready to go. Climate control located here. Cup holders here. And as we open up the console, we see more than adequate storage room inside. So as we review, this is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106 with the Summit hauler conversion. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at 303-684-3404. You can also email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.